Hey everybody, this is Megan from Trailworks. I'm here with Jonathan and Mike. They did an interview a few years ago called Collaborative Efforts. We're just going to do a little bit of an update. So, will you introduce yourself, Mike?
Hey everybody, I'm Mike from Trailworks.
I'm Jonathan from Family Bikes.
That's easy, right?
That's all you guys
Right?
Everybody knows who we
Yeah.
are.
Okay. All right. So, do I have to start with him? Okay. Jonathan, how did you start mountain biking? What got you into it?
I was just riding bikes a whole bunch and had some friends riding mountain bikes and it looked fun and somebody lent me a bike and we went to Patapsco for my first ever mountain bike.
What year was that?
Oh my gosh. 1990, right? Yeah. 1992 or so. Long time ago. 30 years ago I started mountain biking. Yeah.
What kind of dinosaur did you ride to get
What
to
did I
the trails?
ride? Oh my goodness gracious. What did I have? I borrowed some kind of Jamis Diablo or something like that. It was probably full rigid. One night I borrowed a Schwinn something with a Gervin flex stem.
Oh, sorry about that.
That was a pretty fun night.
Terrible.
But yeah, I think my first bike ever was a Trek 8000 carbon aluminum bonded.
Yep.
You
They
know,
used to glue those bikes together.
yeah,
That's right.
yep, and I broke that frame.
Easy to do.
And then got a Trek 970 after that.
Steel bike.
What about you, Mike?
I grew up riding in the woods from a very young age with your dad, from probably 4 or 5 years old. And when the rakes were twice as tall as me, I was building trail in the woods and riding a 16-inch wheel bike for too long, and then a 20, and then a 24, and then college got my first real mountain bike, and that was 1992.
Yeah, right around the same time.
Yeah, forever ago. Yeah,
What year?
92.
Oh, 92.
Yeah.
Both of you?
I guess so.
Yeah, 91, 92. Yeah, for
That's
sure.
interesting. Cool.
Yeah, at the beginning.
All right, Mike.
Yes.
Bacon specifically, what is your favorite trail or riding experience there?
Oh, I mean, every time I get out there, it's great for sure. So experience is just always social. I like riding with a lot of people. It's always a lot of fun. I would say that my favorite trail is probably the 2-3 connector. You've got the most climbing, which means the most downhills. You got a bunch of little rolly features and stuff, and it's definitely one of the most difficult sections. But I think it's a lot of fun. So I love that 2-3 connector and a lot of the new stuff, and of course the bike park. But yeah, I love that 2-3 connector. I always make an effort to get that done in my rides for sure.
Do you agree? Same thing?
No, not at all. I do like the 2-3 connector. I especially liked it before we bedded it in. My favorite trail system, part of the Bacon Ridge right now, is the P Trail off of Hawkins. It's, to me, kind of like rugged backcountry. It's it's not polished.
Tell people what the P Trail is.
So the P Trail is off to the left of the parking lot of Hawkins Road, where you drop off behind where the porta pot used to be. And its full name is the PP Poo Poo Trail.
That is not approved. That is definitely not approved.
It's definitely approved by me. But anyway, I love that portion because it's really underbuilt. It's a lot of off-camber stuff. It's a lot of like backcountry feel to that trail, which I really enjoy because it's hard and it's fun.
That's what happens when you don't officially get approval for a trail and everybody rides it and hikes it into existence.
Right, it hikes it into existence. So you've got basically an unfinished but awesome couple of miles of trail that's set aside from Bacon Ridge itself, which I think is kind of neat too. It's Phase 1's kind of the easiest part, but one of the hardest parts of Bacon Ridge is right next to that entrance. So it's, we don't hit it very often because of where it is, but I love it when we do. So, but yeah, definitely my favorite part. And then the new stuff is just going to be deluxe. It's already so good. The new stuff is so good.
The new stuff is making me want to mountain bike. The new stuff is actually going to get me to start
Yes.
mountain biking.
Yes.
You're going tomorrow, right? You're going
Yep.
tomorrow?
Yeah. And then the
I
jumps, that's
think-
just like icing on the cake. I mean, come on. Now, yep. Good things going on here in Anne Arundel County.
All right, Jonathan, describe the impact that bacon has had on you, not just personally, but with your bike shop as well.
Well, we see a lot more people getting into mountain biking because of it, because it's right here in town. So it's only, most of the parking areas are 5 to 6 miles away from the store and from Crofton itself. So it's a very local trail system. it's kept me personally, I don't have to drive as much anymore. I stay right here in town. I can ride my bike there. I can drive there in 10, 15 minutes. You know, Tapsco's right up the road, and it's amazing, but it's 25 miles away. So having this access for, you know, the ability for people to ride right here in town, it's really a lot of more kids, a lot of more parents, people getting on the trails. It's been, you know, for, you know, business, obviously, it's been very good because we're selling a lot of mountain bikes. But for, you know, personally, I can ride more and drive less. So
The friendships that I've seen made because of it, for working for you, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's true, very social.
What about
Yes.
you, Michael?
I mean, you know, Trailworks kind of grew up around Bacon. The whole point, in my mind, with the shop was allowing me to have time to work on the trails. That's kind of, I mean, Jonathan knows from, you know, we started working on this together about 20 years ago, I would guess. Just being able to ride really close to home, really fun trail. It doesn't have to be an epic every time, although now that we've got 35 miles of trail between Bacon and Waterworks, it kind of is an epic. It used to be we rode every trail at Bacon 2 or 3 times to get a ride in.
yeah.
And now I don't.
You don't even barely need to overlap anymore.
Yeah, and I definitely don't hit everything every time I ride. If I only have 2 hours to ride, I'm definitely not doing, you know, all of Bacon or, you know, definitely not adding Waterworks. So it's great to have something really fun, really close to the house, and you got to be fit. You know, you can't screw around. And
Yeah.
it's really fast, so you have to go kind of push your speed comfort zone, and it's a good place to learn to go fast, which is what we've always talked about. And then, of course, you know, like the shop, it's just
Great place to learn to turn.
everything. Yeah,
Klasmeyer's House of Turns.
that's right. I remember
Alright.
that. Yeah.
Should I just leave it rolling? I want to fix the lights. It's kind of like really bright on your face.
Okay. Want me to sit back? Is that better?
Yes.
Okay, I'll sit back.
Yeah, just sit back just a little bit.
I'm not glowing or on fire. I was just sitting too much light.
Okay, continuing. Who did I just ask first? You, right? Yes.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Okay. Where are we? I already asked you that. Okay. This is for both of you, so I feel like you should answer it
You gotta
together.
buzz in.
Yeah, so how did you decide to work together? On this
I
project in general?
Don't know that we really decided anything. We've been friends for a really long time. We knew each other peripherally in high school because our sisters were actually really good friends through high school. So we had a connection from way back then.
I knew that.
And I was friends with your brother. In high
Right, oh, that's right. And he was friends with my brother in high school.
cool.
So it's kind of a connection from going back to, you know, teenage years. And then, you know, I opened the shop in Crofton, and he was right here in Crofton, and we just started hanging out and riding together, and it just kind of happened organically. And then, you know, he had an idea, and I jumped on his coattails.
Nice.
So and offered any help that I could. So it's been
you
a
and-
wild ride.
And you and Sarah were the first ones we told when we decided to open the shop.
That's right.
That was the
Yep.
first person we told for sure.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's been good.
Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. I mean, I think most shops kind of are inherently against each other. They sell different brands. They have different clienteles. They have competing road rides or new group rides or whatever. So it's kind of non-traditional that shops work together for different projects. But Jonathan has always been of the attitude that, like, a rising tide raises all boats.
Right.
So we've got plenty of shops in the region that don't want anything to do with Bacon Ridge officially, except for selling bikes. But you know, we never had that attitude towards each other. We definitely work together all the time, and Jonathan has been my biggest supporter the whole time. Whenever I need anybody to do something really hard or whatever, then he's always been there. So it's been, you know, if you're going to work hard, you need somebody to help you, and Jonathan's always been there for me. So you know, my best friend. I say it all the time.
Passion and
Absolutely,
friendship.
yep.
Right. And
Makes
stupidity.
me smile.
And stupidity. A lot
Right.
of stupidity.
Yeah.
Brings
We're dumb.
a tear to my eye. Okay. Mike, now that the primary building of Bacon Ridge is finished, what's next for you?
Riding bicycles again would be cool. I've been
Yeah. He hasn't been riding much.
busy with a lot of stuff for the last bunch of years, so definitely getting back in shape and riding a lot more, burning down those miles. But I think Jonathan would agree that now it's time to have events.
Right.
Now we need to have a jump jam or something, because the bike park that you guys are going to see open on Friday. We haven't really announced that yet, but we're kind of announcing it here. Bike park opening on Friday. We'll have jump jams. We also have a new parking lot going in. Should be done in a couple days, right near the jumps and the new trails. So we should be able to have events. Hillary coming down to teach clinics. Harlan coming up to teach clinics. Jumping, riding, whatever. But I think a big A county epic and gravel epic and stuff is probably the next phase, and just raising awareness
And maybe a weekday race some days.
yeah.
Because now we got places that we can do it with a loop that would be perfect. So, yeah,
Big
a lot of big
plans.
plans coming, a lot of big events.
A lot of
Yeah, for sure.
ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just doing
What
like
does I don't know mean? What's that mean?
I'm finished.
No more questions?
Yeah.
So we
Do you
should.
want to do like an outro as well?
Well, I think there's a couple things we can say. So 6 years ago, Bryce Sherbach came down and we asked him to shoot a video, and we made that collaborative efforts video. Mm-hmm. That Anthony came down with Lyle, and we shot a fun video that's still. I know it's on the Trailworks site. I don't know if it's on your site.
I think there's a link to it, yeah.
And we wanted to update this because we think it's really important that everybody works together.
I mean, we've had a lot of help with this too. I mean, it's not just us. We have a group of our own, and then we've got a huge. Lures is a big help. I mean,
Lures is letting us film this here tonight.
Yeah,
we love
absolutely.
Lures. Everybody
Shout
goes
out
to
to
Lures.
Lures.
Hooray
Thank
for
you.
Lures. Great beer, great food. Love it.
And it's been a really public help for putting the trails in. There's a lot of people that have ownership in these trails that have helped put these trails in. I mean, it's been awesome seeing the community in this area come together, and hundreds of people, 100 people come in a weekend to help put these trails in. To
is really awesome.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been awesome.
Everybody that works on the trails gets to say that they own the trails.
Absolutely.
If you've ever built the trail or clipped some branches or done anything to help keep the trails going, say my trails.
My
Everybody
trails.
says my trails. I say my trails. Everybody else should say my trails. So, bike park opening Friday. Hopefully some events soon. Get out there and ride the new stuff. By the time everybody sees this, the bike park will be open.
Yep.
In 4 days from now.
It's really good.
Thank you to Family Bikes for all the support. We've gotten support from Specialized. They gave us 10 grand cash money. This time they gave us 5 grand cash money 6 years ago. QBP gave us 6 bob trailers back in 2014. We pulled the tools around the woods as bob trailers. Fox has a foundation. Trails something. Oh, I'm terrible. Fox has a foundation. They gave us 5 grand for the jumps and for the trails and everything. We've had Mike Salty's company, SC Logic, threw us some cash. We got some cash from More Than Lawns, from Big Countries company. His daughter works at Lures now.
Family Bike Clinic kick in?
Family Vet Clinic, I think they kicked in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they kicked in. They were in the original Bacon Ridge
Right, they're
t-shirt.
the original one, right.
And we do have Bacon Ridge Bike Park stickers and t-shirts. The stickers, I think I have at the shop. We're hiding them. And the t-shirts
Yeah, I'm
will
still
be
hiding
here
them,
on
too.
Friday. So May 20th, the t-shirts will be available.
Buy a
Bacon Ridge
t-shirt,
Bike
get a
Park.
sticker.
That's right. So that's about it. Anything else you want to say?
Not really. Go Bacon Ridge.
Got any jokes?
It's fun. Probably not. I do, but I can't think of them on the spot.
Pirate walks into a bar.
Yeah.
He's got a ship steering wheel down his pants. Bartender says, "Hey, pirate, you know you got a ship steering wheel down your pants." Pirate says, "Arr, it's driving me nuts."
That is so corny.
I'm a
I
dad.
love it.
I have kids. I'm a dad. I have kids. And, of course, the most important people that we need to thank
Or
are sitting right over there.
right over there.
Don't pan it. We'll get them later.
Yeah,
Pan
no, we'll
it.
get them now. They're talking. The
Susan-
wives.
the wives.
Susan and Sarah.
Susan and Sarah, the kids.
And our kids are here. My kids are here. Mike's are
Yep.
elsewhere.
Huge thanks to the ladies who just got very quiet.
Right, as they stare at us.
Can't do anything without the support of the boss. Gotta have clearance from the tower if you want to do stupid shit in the wood stuff in the woods all day, many days in a row. So thank you everybody for
And
your
hopefully
support.
with Sarah's new hip, she'll be able to walk in the woods soon.
She'll be sprinting in the woods.
Yes, she's building up to it.
So buy a bunch of bikes, even if you don't need them, from our shops.
Yes. Get
right.
after it.
Hit us
Thanks,
some chicken
guys.
grease.
Pitter patter.
Cheers.
Matter.